Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. It is randomizer day. It's not loading. There you go. So yeah, randomizer standard thing. This is once again another one of those pre-recorded videos. So this was recorded like a week before it's being posted. So it's the 1.50 version, aka pre-DHM or so. Anyways, otherwise random or standard settings, randomized as per usual. Let's see what we get. Spotlight. Shuffle team order to the ID you think is the worst in slot 1, and so on for the rest of the team. It's kind of hard to decide which one is worse, because these are two of, like, the worst IDs. These are probably the two worst base IDs. I guess I'll have to consider which one I think is worse, but either way, certainly something else. And obviously, like, you guys are middling and you guys are goated. Simple enough. Random ego gift, so not, like, a specific sin infinity. I mean, what synergy do we have on this team? We've only got one burn. We've got two sinking technically. We've got one bleed, one poise, one charge. Yeah, not really much we can do on this team. All right, give me a second to set up this team, and then we're gonna get straight into it. All right, the team has been assembled. All that sort of stuff. Let's see. So first floor, we're going rightmost option. And that's workshop technology. Cool. EU gifts aren't anything too special. I guess we take green muck. I chose random and I got these. So that's interesting. But yeah. Okay, I can get pendant. That's something. Who does that even appeal to here? Oh, that's not even selected. Is it you? You two are the people with gloom. Okay, so you guys can get pendant. Not really great. Okay, but yeah, so prescript, I'm going to choose them from worst to best. I don't know which of these two is worse. Because I know both these IDs are pretty bad. Both their base IDs. Faust is probably slightly worse, though, if I had to guess. I might be wrong, though. I'm not fully sure. I don't use their base IDs very frequently. But yeah, that's definitely it. Then probably... I like Liu Gregor more than Warpong Liu, but it's probably more so like this. Then you, then you. Okay, and that should be the order. You can see we've got the ego selected as the prescripts entailed. Let's send it. See how this goes. Yeah, it's very simple. Any prescript that doesn't actively affect how you play the run, this one just changes how the team building goes. So that's fine. It means it's a relatively normal run, just with a kind of weird team. Especially weird that we have both of the really bad base IDs. Okay, we're losing some clashes. That's a good start. Queecliff is supposed to be like the best unit on our team, and he still lost a clash, so that's pretty cool. It happens. Sure, let's get the Pride Res. Why not? Go for a decent Pride Res. For the fun of it, you know? No real reason beyond that. I guess Base Faust is good, like, at, like, random debuffs, but the debuffs aren't, like, that great. It's not very consistent, that sort of thing. And Base Faust is one of the few IDs that still doesn't have any status effects. Base Faust, Zwei-Faust, and then it's Synced on, LCCB, Rodion, and then Zwei-Gregor, and those are the 5. Or those are the... Ugh. It's certainly something. Okay. We're winning some clashes, we're getting a Sandy up, that's sort of good. But yeah. Nice. We're gaming. Cool. Alright. Just these two left should go down very easily. They're already low HP. I'm kind of out of it today because, so I guess another look into how the pre-recording schedule is going. I haven't recorded anything in, like, 3 days, because or, 2 days, 3 days, whatever, somewhere between that, because I haven't had power recently. So I was relying on my pre-recorded stuff, because I've been pre-recording some stuff anyways, because, well, I'm going to be on vacation for a bit, and then my power went out for a couple of days. I got my friend to help me, with one of those days. Which was pretty funny, kind of goated. But yeah, so I'm kind of out of it because I haven't done one of these in a little bit. It's been a while since I've had like a little break from daily mirror dungeoning, right? Like a 2/3 days break doesn't really sound like a lot, but I'm so used to it being so routine that it feels weird now. It should be fine. I just got to get into the groove of it a little bit. Yeah. Don't really think I need to keep on mentioning that this is pre-recorded, though. I know saying that is me mentioning it, but, like, it shouldn't make too big of a difference. Sure, there's no new ID, no new ego, but, like, we didn't roll Mursa or Ryoshu anyways, so it wouldn't have mattered. And there's probably some random patch note things that might have been useful, but I don't know. We're doing good. Cool. And we just gotta kill these ones. And that should be good. And Pride runs. This team's actually going is fairly decent for Pride Res since it seems. Because we've gotten it a couple of times. I think we've just got quite a few units with Pride skill 1s. Because yeah, 4 people on our team have Pride skill 1s. Everyone except for Yisong and Gregor has a Pride skill 1. I see, so that's why we're getting a lot of Pride. That checks out. Rest stop time. Do we really want to upgrade anything? We could upgrade this. Sure. Just so that Yisong and Otis are getting more poise and more consistent poise since they're both getting it instead of just one. That's something. I don't know, Nico time makes enough sense. Yeah. Because if Yisong and Otis both get 4 poise potency, 3 poise count every turn, they're probably never going to run out of poise most of the time, and I guess Yisong's getting skill slots relatively frequently, so not too fast, though. But, like, on average, they don't have... I know Otis has a 4-coin attack, but Yisong has a 1-3 coin, but only less than that for the other skills, so... He doesn't have a chance to run out of poise for the most part, because it's going to be every turn they get that big chunk of poise. So as long as they don't get, you know, too lucky / unlucky, depending on how you look on it, they should have pretty manageable poise, especially if we get Nebulizer, which isn't a bad idea because we are getting a lot of Pride Resonances, a lot of Pride Absolute Resonances, so we might not even need him as we upgrade to get some decent mileage out of it, although you still want to upgrade it because it's easier that way. But interesting that we're going to be turning this into a poise run. It happens a lot. It's kind of super easy to build poise, and like it gives you benefits, even if it's not like anything that special. Like, for sure, we're just getting like 20% more damage. It's not insane, but it's nice. And if we can get some random EO gifts that, you know, synergize out of that, you know, like Talisman Doll or stuff like that, then we can make it even nicer. That's something. You are going to lose this clash. Just defend, yeah. It should be fine. We might be able to stagger Nico before that even comes to pass, so that the defense might not have been necessary, but might as well, just in case. Yeah, Nico's pretty close to being staggered, so we should be good. Okay. Alright. The Sandy Gain might cause Honglu to fail this clash. No, he's pulling through. Cool. And there's a stagger. Excellent. So Yisong's fine. Yisong's killing that guy. And these skill 2s should finish off Nico. Yeah, cool. God. Whenever I see Nico's weird tremor status effects, I really still wonder why we didn't get those ourselves. I think they're a little strong on some fronts. I forget exactly what they do, but it's like clash pair against enemies with tremor. I don't know, because Nico's got like 2 unique status effects that our Nico ID for Rodion doesn't have. Golden Urn, cool, we like money. What floor are we going to? Rightmost again. Hell's Chicken floor. We can get Tomorrow's Fortune. Pretty nice. Get some mileage out of it. And I guess we could try going for Chicken Breast. We've got a burn guy, so it's not a bad idea. Something to keep in mind, I guess. Oh, there's Nebulizer. Lethograph, a little bit of healing. Grand, well, we don't really need resources too much on this team. Horseshoe we'll take, because we're going poisey stuff with Nebulizer and the like. I think we just move on, yeah. Good enough. There's 3 events we're gonna get to, so there's a chance we get chicken breast, which that alone means that we can probably maintain burn. Because Liu Gregor can do a decent job inflicting burn, especially when we get like the circuit and stuff like that. Could be decently done. But he just doesn't have a way to inflict any burn count, because it's still funny to think about, you know, when the game launched, there was like no way to inflict burn count, I'm pretty sure. Beyond, no way to bring out beyond Murso's skill 3, right? I mean, Liu Gregor didn't have a way to inflict burn count. So if you're running Liu Gregor, he just couldn't, he was pointless for burn, really. Burn was just a one-time damage increaser. Liu Murso was the only way to get the burn count going, which was really weird. We have more ways now, of course, since, you know, there's still a lot of burn units that don't have any burn count whatsoever, like Magic Bullet Otis, Liu Ryoshu, that sort of stuff. So that's certainly strange, and you know, burn count isn't exactly the easiest thing to get off of Ego Gifts, barring stuff like chicken breast, or chicken drumstick. I've been saying chicken breast, I might be. Chicken drumstick, breast is a rupture one. And like, soothe the dead. So it's weird. Burn just needs something new. When I was doing the weird, like, semi-burn run last week, one where I wasn't using any burn IDs, but was going for burn, it really does really just show how bad burn is on its lonesome. Because, yeah, you can get it to 99 burn, then what? Dark Flame is super necessary, and other than Magic Bullet Otis, none of the burn IDs really do much to capitalize on burn. Once you've reached the point, right? Kind of why I'm still, you know, fairly neutral on Liu, Rodion, and Ryoshu. Sure, Rodion's got that skill 3, like 30 damage for reducing burn count, but it's really not a lot. Gamble? Nice. I'll take this, sure thing. But like, burn still needs something new. It needs its own, like, amplitude conversion type unique thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Dawn season is the season of burn. Dawn's actually got a really useful tool for burn that is easily forgotten about, and that's how her Everlasting Stew, Lifetime Stew, not Everlasting Stew, god. I always get them mixed up still, and I don't fully know why. I do know why, it's because of, Party Everlasting, but what it does is it inflicts 3 burn count on hidden. It's a 3-target mass attack and only costs a loss, which is something burn teams have a decent bit of. So if Dawn's big seasonal burn ID does end up being burn, well, could be really good, I think. And we get a bunch of burn stuff that season. It's kind of the side effect most due for some big changes, that's for sure. And there's still like half the Sinners that don't have any burn IDs. I mean, less than half at this point, but it's in a similar situation to how like Sinking was before Season 4, right? So we'll see. Who knows how long we'll have to wait for the Dawn seasonal ID. It'll probably be like November or something. Might even be December for all we know, right? Like, it takes a while for the seasonal IDs to come out. Or the big seasonal IDs. Okay, sure, Rupture Stab. Rupture also, I think, is due some, you know, improvements. It's strong, but it just kind of needs more support. And I think there's a decent chance the Warp Express event is going to have some charge Rupture stuff. Maybe. Charge is kind of in need of new stuff just because it's really bland. It's been bland for a while, though. That's not like a new development. We've got Sun Shower. Sure thing, then. We'll pull that out. Why not? Sounds delightful. And we just do that, yeah, cool. Seems good. Try and do some decent damage to the chicken bucket, get it, you know, out of the way. We are inflicting, X of the Manor onto Baba Bongi here, because it's a funny stat aspect. It doesn't matter which part we inflict it to, it affects both. So we could have used it on the, chicken basket, or chicken bucket, and it would have been the same effect. But there's not really too big of a need, right? Don't think so. Chicken bucket is gonna get staggered from the Sun Shower, I think. Or the single point stab, actually. The burn from single point stab would have been enough. Funny to think about. Yeah, Liu Gregor's perfectly capable of maintaining burn now. All of his attacks have a decent bit of coins on them, so he inflicts burn with basically every coin, so he's doing fairly well. Huh? What was going on there? That was a weird visual bug, I think. That guy... I noticed that too, like, they didn't... It looks like they didn't get hit for a second? That was odd, I don't know what happened there. Well, do some cleanup duty, gamers. Finish those guys off. Do some decent damage to Pabwangi, potentially. God. I always like Sun Shower. I think I spam Sun Shower semi-frequently. It's just a strong mess tech. But, like, the true, really stupid part of Sun Shower is, like, 3 protection to all allies this turn and next turn is an insane effect. Like, that's so good. So much damage reduction. And just kind of for free. I mean, you gotta spend the resources, but, like, you can spam Sunshine without too much hassle if you can just fuel it. I think it still is kind of, without a doubt, the strongest of the Vovs. I feel like that's probably a fairly common held opinion. The Sloth is pretty nice, not easy to use necessarily, but it means it, you know, stacks upon itself. Which floor we go into? Second floor, darn. There's nothing cool here. Okay, good to know that the game did assign us Rupture, though. I didn't really pay attention to that. Because whenever you choose random status effect in Mirror Dungeon 4, it just assigns you one of the other ones. And that's the one that you're just going to be basically getting entirely for the run. Which is kind of lame. Sure, upgrade that. Sure thing. Okay. We press on. Nothing else we really need to upgrade there. And just straight shot, I think. Whoop. Lost my train of thought, unfortunately, but oh yeah, just so that Sun Shower is so busted. Yeah. I can't wait till we get the Dawn seasonal ego, because it's definitely going to be a multi-coin, and I feel like it's going to basically be like a Vov Rip Space type deal, right? Stupidly strong, that sort of thing. We're getting so many multi-coin egos now. I really hope that we get, like... I really hope with the Warp Express event we're gonna get, like, a multi-coin like Zayn or something. Just because I'm kind of getting sick of getting almost exclusively Vovs. I think that makes enough sense. It hasn't been actually, like, exclusively Vovs, because we've gotten, like, Cavernous Wailing, like Zayn and Teth. But otherwise, we've gotten a lot of Vovs recently. And, like, it's cool they're filling out those empty spaces. I wish they were doing it slower, though, and that we're getting more stuff for the lower ranks, because I don't know. Often it feels hard to, like, warrant using Vovs because of how expensive they are. Like, resource-wise, sanity-wise. It's better with, like, the sanity over time type thing that they've been doing since the start of this season, but it's still really weird. More Zayans would definitely check out, though. God. If the Warp event has a Zayn for Dawn, and it serves as another Envy charge ego, that would be so funny. Imagine if it was just Envy charge, and, like, then Dawn would have 3 Envy charge egos, she'd have all of them at the same time. Maybe her seasonals can be Envy charge. Who knows? Is Warp Dawn the only Dawn ID that'll ever exist as far as PM's concerned? Maybe. It probably won't be. Probably. They've given Dawn other 3-star IDs, but, like... And I guess, like... Electric Screaming isn't, like, Electric Screaming, calling it a charge ego really feels wrong when it's more so an Envy. I guess Mercer is more so an Envy. I don't even remember what Dawn's does, if I'm being honest. I know you spend 20 charge to get, like, a minor benefit. I don't know, I don't think I've used it, like, once since the run where I focused on it when it first released. I think that's how a lot of people feel about it. It's Dawn's 3rd Teth. Rough competition when, like, Lifetime Stew is such a goated ego. I don't think a lot of people think it's a goated ego, but since you can only get it through, sharding it because it's, you know, an event one from an early season event, and it's not a great one. It's pretty good. Being a mono Lust is pretty solid, especially because of how much Lust like support we've gotten as of late. Like, we now have 3 separate Lust VoV egos that all want Lust resonance. I'm pretty sure they all technically can use other resonances. It's like highest resonance, but it's usually better benefits for Lust, and they're Lust egos themselves, so obviously it's kind of just the best way to do it. I'll take a random Rupture. No dice, fine. You know what I mean. It'll be funny to do like a full Lust run, though. I guess I've already done it by the time this video's come out, but I digress. It's really weird. Maybe it's a sign we're gonna get like a bunch of Lust resonance IDs or something this upcoming season. I guess I could see it. Dawn's main sin is Lust. That's what her Zayn ego is, so. If she ends up like, if it ends up being like the season of Lust, of like a bunch of middle type IDs that focus on a sin affinity more than anything else, that would be cool. Lust Burn would make sense. Burn is primarily Wrath, but there's also a fair bit of Lust on Burn. Let's see, we want to kill this guy brutally with hammers. I mean, even if we don't have hammers, we can find something else that works. Right. Do like killing people with hammers, though. It's fun. Okay, well, I mean, that was a neutral for Gregor, so it makes sense that he lost the clash. I shouldn't be too surprised. It happens. We're gonna hopefully do some decent damage to you. You're weak to Slash, so that's gonna do a lot. And Snag Harpoon is just strong. Yeah, damage numbers just don't show up, too. So weird. This is another thing that I think got fixed with the previous week's patch, but because I'm pre-recording this, it's weird, right? I assume so. That's fine. It's been bothering me a lot this week, though, so good thing it dies. This is the last video I'm going to be pre-recording, like, before the patch comes out at least, so that's decent. Okay. Slash Gloom Sloth. What is that, Skin Prophet? No, it's Art of Blossom Moth. Yeah, that's right. I feel like I said this exact same thing trying to figure out what it was like in a recent run. I think Lantern Dawn probably, yeah. Okay, this fight's a little unfortunate when we don't have, like, super killy status effect stuff going on for us. So that's unfortunate, but, I think we can pull through. Just clash everything to the best of our ability. Ego if need be. Spam Sun Shower if need be. Don't have great Gluttony, but otherwise, you know what? Let's just do it. Why not? Okay. I probably shouldn't have had you clashing with it. Oh, you pulled through. Nice. Should have had you Legger Domain or something, especially because you were the fastest, so you could have gotten Paralysis just to make the rest of our clashes even easier. But it wasn't necessary or anything, so that's good at least. And you've got a little bit of burn count going now. We don't really have a lot of good burny ego gift stuff, so it doesn't matter too much, but that's fine. Sun Shower, Tails, unfortunate. Heads would have only gotten us back 30 sanity, so it wouldn't have been like a full sanity restore, but it would have been close enough, right? Would have been at 40. So it still would have been nice to get heads there, but that's okay. What do we have for Rupture? Because I realized that, like, I think the Wings has stupid Rupture right now because Honglu's skill 3 is Rupture. That's right, I completely forgot he's got a little bit of Rupture. Yeah, look at that. I think that's your only skill with Rupture, I'm pretty sure. Because Warp, you know, units sometimes have Rupture, but not all. Okay, so yeah, you've got Rupture on that, which means that you were able to actually... We've got Standard Battery. We've got Dread of the Bone Breast. We have Dimension Shredder. It doesn't inflict Rupture, though. Yeah. This is why it's so annoying that Dimension Rift doesn't count as unique Rupture. Could have been funny. Do we have any Rupture Egos, though? No. Oh, wait. Spell's mouth is rupture, that's right. Okay, we might try doing this in the wings a little bit then. Just see if we can get some funny rupturing going. It's possible. Oh, we do have ADD. Spark Discharge Gaming. That's something. I think that's all we have for rupture, though. Unless this is random rupture, it doesn't. Okay. So we're gonna need to probably run out then. Yeah, that's okay. We'll run a rupture on the wings. We'll be able to stack it back up. Okay. Actually, you know what? You do that. You lose the clash. That's fine by me. Feel free. Sure thing. We're trying to get some weird rupture stuff going on here, but it's because we might be able to make decent usage of it, I think. Potentially. Hmm? Okay. I guess I'm not surprised by that. We're getting a little bit of burn. That's fine. Does the... I don't remember. Does the Mirror Dungeon version of this guy still have the event that can clear your burn off of you? Hopefully it does. I know the Railway one did, and... I usually kill the Mirror Dungeon version fast enough to not have to care about the event. Hopefully it exists, though. I don't think our burn is too bad yet, but it might get bad if things continue at the pace they're going. Nice, a little bit of damage. And we get ADD going, so now we've got Spark Discharge stacked up on the wings, so our Gloom stuff maintains Rupture. And I think we should be able to kill you pretty easily with this. We don't have a lot of Gloom, mind you, but we've got some. Like, once again, it's just Yisong and Otis, but Dusting working with Spark Discharge is really strong for us, isn't it? What do we have here? We don't have Pursuance, we don't have Otis Sunshower. Okay. That's not great. What do we have that's good for Ardor Blossom Star, then? It's a good question. I don't know. We could try Binds, gamble a little bit. You know, I'm fine with a little gamble. And then you just pull that out. Sure thing. Sounds good enough. We're gonna be using Rupture a lot with our spamming of Gloom attacks. Because the Rupture count won't go down when we use Gloom attacks, even if they don't have Rupture on them, thanks to Spark Discharge. God. I pray the 3-star Warp Express ID is going to be for Gregor, because he could really use an ID that isn't Rose Spanner for Gloom Rupture shenanigans. Would be very goated. Very, very goated. Okay. That's not good. You're very rude, you know. You're very rude, you know. Okay, this is fine. We can fluid sack. That's good. Trying to kill Gregor. I won't let you do that. Faust doesn't have too much burn on her. Did she not get hit by the Mastic? Is that what happened? Is it a 5 target? It might be. We'll check out. Okay, yeah, I got some healing going. You're gonna be doing a little bit of damage, a little bit of burn. We're fine though, we don't need to restart or anything. Okay, yeah, okay. We're losing some people, that's fine. Wrath disadvantage. Okay, you can do this, excellent. Okay, clear us of burn, please. Thank you, thank you. Alright. So we're a little short on team members, okay? It happens. Maybe there were better egos I could have used there. Maybe. Okay, that's rude. Okay, Liger Domain, please. Get the paralysis going for our own safety. Right? Look at that poise, though. We're so poised out of our mind. We love the poise. All ideas of doing funny Rupture shenanigans go out the window as soon as a significant chunk of your team dies. It's significance only, you know, 33%. We lost Warpong Lu, we lost Base Song. We can live without them though pretty easily, I think, so I'm not too concerned. And you're like close to dying. You're going for some one-sided. I think we can handle them though, so that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. And we will one-side you to death, please. I'd really rather not have to bother, so please just die. It's not worth even, like, risking clashing against it again. Even if, like, the odds I get, like, immediate tails again are fairly low, it still probably would happen, knowing my luck. We pull through, though. We live on. I guess we're going Rupture, so sure thing. Might as well commit. And what floor are we going to here? Tearful Things. Alright. Interesting. Okay, bold end things off. Alright. We're gonna get burnt a little bit here. That's fine. We've already been burnt a little bit, so we've already become accustomed to it. We're already... Okay, peace relationship, sure thing. Don't mind if I do. Oh, Dust Stills actually could have been nice for the burn stuff with you, but that's fine. Commemorative Coin, sure. Faust skill change, you know what, why not? Live a little. And we press on. Looks good. Okay. Just prevent any other stupid things from happening. None of the fights in this floor should go horribly, I don't think. Like, some enemies can be rough occasionally. Not really. We could get, like, T-Corp guys, I guess. I think you can still get them on this floor. I assume so. I don't know why they'd remove it. But I think those are only Pierce Elite encounters. I didn't check to see if there's any of those in our future, but there might be. Pride Resonance is a little bit worse because we have less people now, but a little bit better because, now 75% of our team has Pride skill 1s instead of 67%. So, you know, that works out. That guy's just dead. Cool. And Perfected Palm Strike also is going to do stupid amounts of damage because we've got Sharp Needle and Thread. So how much damage you do, you'll just deal half of it again. Yeah, cool. Just kill those guys immediately. I guess the fun thing here is that we can spam Gloom pretty well, because you guys all have Gloom Egos, you've got a Gloom skill too, and I guess Evade, but that doesn't matter. So we could still get Rupture stuff going. With Spark Discharge AEDD stuff. So that might be the plan for the bowl. Try burning it a little, try rupturing it a little. That sort of thing, right? I think we should be able to manage. Unfortunately, our person who sets up Spark Discharge is also the person who sets up Burn. But I think I'm also fine with not getting the burn damage going, because it's not going to do, like, an insane amount compared to Rupture. Yeah, like, that's a risky Blunt Slash, yeah. So that's fine. It's just, I think Blunt Slash is just, what, K-Corp, I think? I think it's K-Corp Class 3 guys, but, like, the generic Class 3 guys, not, like, the scary ones, so it's... not a big deal whatsoever. Okay, looking good. Blunt weak. And you're also going to take the Sharp Needle and Thread damage, so explode. Oh, I didn't quite die to that. That's fine. It's still good damage. I really like it when I do one of these runs and I make a mistake that causes me to be playing at a disadvantage for less of the run, for the rest of the run, since it just makes it more interesting. That's cool. Send that. We got the Pride Resonance, so we get the Poise. We love the Poise. Cool. This also does mean that Faust and Gregor are going to get 2 skill slots in Focus Encounters, since they're number 1 and 2 now, respectively. you know. Yeah, we can auto damage that. That'll work. Okay, you would have died to the skill 1. The skill 2, I mean, it also kills. It doesn't actually make a difference. Just caught me off guard. That works. That works. We are kind of not... We don't have as much pride as I'd like, simply because we've done a lot of skill 1 to skill 3 changes. Sure, I'll take today's expression. Why not? Give me the cost. Sure. And we're gonna get to do that risky encounter there. Or the elite encounter. Right? Gotta call it by its proper name. Its newfangled name. Not even that new at this point. It's been like 2 months of Mirror Dungeon 4, is it? Probably. Time doesn't feel real. So I wouldn't know. Okay, yeah, these guys. That's fine. Alright. I forgot it wasn't a focusing encounter for a second. Silly me. Nice. Unfortunately, Gregor's the one who triggers the thread here, so that was, what, 12 damage from the sharp needle and thread? Yeah, not a lot. That's alright, though. The one-side attack going through, once again, is pretty... nothing. Okay, and so Sever Knot gets the sharp needle and thread, so this... I mean, you resist Pierce, but, like, this still kills. Even without the sharp needle and thread, we would have done a little bit more damage with the sharp needle and thread. Ooh, tie. How scary. This guy's at negative 15 sanity. Yeah, okay. I was gonna be really mad if Faust managed to throw that. By really mad, I mean slightly miffed. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, commemorative coin, let's go. Shame we can't spam Sun Shower at this point, since, you know, Yi-Song died tragically in a fire. Okay, there we go. All dead. Alright. On to the boss, and it's Bull, who should be fairly manageable, I think. Lowest star doesn't actually do anything. Yeah. So we take Thorny Path, which also really doesn't do anything for us, but it's still technically more than lowest star at this point. Ooh, we gain more poise from our skills. I guess that does hit Queedcliff and make him gain more poise from his skill 2. Does it even affect his skill 2? I'd assume so. It's a weird one, since it's, you know, a varying amount of poise, but I assume it would still affect. You want another skill 3? Sure thing. You love Drilling Stab, don't you? We love Drilling Stab. Crush Memory? I mean, sure thing. Wait, who's in third? Okay, yes, it's Otis. Okay, yeah. I realized I couldn't change my team order myself because it's set because of the pre-script, but Otis gets it. Otis is one of the Otis is one of who I wanted on, or maybe you. So that works. I kind of forgot for a second, but it still worked out well. Alright, Bull time. You get what I mean, I think. Assumably. Alright, we're starting with Gloom Spam. We're almost out of Gloom resources. Okay, maybe we need to be a bit more careful with the Gloom Spam. We don't need to spam it like super hard, do we? Maybe. Maybe we do. Maybe we should. Maybe we would. We don't need to do it entirely, though. We'll get, I guess we're not really going to get any Rupture count going, because we don't have anything that inflicts Rupture potency on this entire team now. I guess we could have Tapathos Mathos. That's an idea. Not a bad one, I guess, because that actually gets some Rupture count going. But we can maintain Rupture count with Spark Discharge. We get another ADD going. So we shouldn't need to ADD again for the rest of the fight, assumably. Do we think we're going to hit him 30 more times? I guess maybe, right? If we aren't very efficient with our rupturing, which is fairly likely, knowing me. But you know, we stack it up decently with the dusting, so that's pretty cool. We also use the binds, which is pretty cool. It does good damage. It's only against single target, but this does mean you... I guess before the King binds doesn't do anything against a single target, huh? That's fine. You do good damage. You got the crit. That's cool. Yeah. There goes the rupture. That's fine. Because we've got its Pathless Mathos with your name on it. Doesn't really help us that much, but it helps us a little bit. Snag Harpoon. We can't clash. Right. Right. You want to go for 2 neutrals, Faust? Sure thing. What's the worst that can happen? You get the rupture count going with 2 Pathless Mathos, and we're not even going for anything else gloom this turn, so it doesn't even help us at all. That's fine. And we don't even want you to be doing your ego because your skill 3 would have done so much better damage this turn because of a crushed memory, right? Yeah, I'm not really playing this very smart whatsoever, but rupture count's rupture count. I'll take it. Do we hit you enough to run out of rupture count this turn? I guess it depends on if Faust wins or clashes, because she's going for 2 neutrals. We might not necessarily even run out of rupture this turn. Nice. And it's fine if you do. We're getting damage out of the rupture if it runs out. That's kind of... It's meant to run out. Yeah, the one-sided's from Gregor should end that then. It's still good damage. And now you're close to getting staggered. Get the As Mistress commands going. A little bit of single point stabbing, a little bit of perfected palm striking, all that good stuff. We gamble with your life for fun. There really isn't a better reason to gamble someone's life than fun. Just personal experience. Stack some burn with Gregor. Not that it's gonna make a big difference, but once again, this run is a very messy run. There's the stagger though, so I don't think it matters. The knots are being severed. The stab is being drilled. The slash is upward. Take some burn damage. Do you die to burn here? You do. Cool. We dodge you. We don't care. You're burning tonight, and there's nothing you can say to stop that. Ah! I guess you can hit us. That's something, I guess. And you can hit us again. Okay. And you can hit us again, and you can hit us again. But you still burn to death, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Cool. We did decently with both the burn and the rupture there, I'd say. Decently isn't, you know, like, great. Gregor did the most damage. I guess I'm not that surprised. Leo Gregor is strong. And, you know, his ego has been pretty nice for our damage. Honglu Yisung did the most. Our entire team took a lot of damage there. Wonder why. Give me my rewards. Cool. No daily pull because it's pre-recorded. That sort of thing. Grab this though. Cool. Yeah, you were the MVP after all. The burn really carried. The spark discharge really carried. Ignore the part where I guess the part where the moth killed everyone. Faust carried with the fluid sac. Might have saved someone's life. I don't know. I don't think anyone was too close burning people who just died. You kind of carried by getting rid of the burn on everyone with your skill 1 being the only thing that could reasonably pass the disadvantage check from the moth. That's cool. Anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!